So good afternoon to all. Hope you are doing great. So today in this video we'll be discussing about Affle India. So about Affle India we have discussed earlier also. So our targets were 3000, so that it has achieved successfully. So today we'll refresh the levels, we'll do the technical analysis followed by volume analysis to find out the next possible levels. So people who are new to this particular video, so I suggest you to watch my earlier videos on Affle India where we have discussed the complete fundamentals of the company, and also I have revised the financials on quarter-on-quarter basis, and we have discussed that the increment is present at each and every point, whether it may be profit, revenue, profit margin. So everything was increased as compared to quarter-on-quarter, and also the future prospect of Affle India, which is very important. So watch those videos if you have already watched it. So now we'll discuss whether we can add at current levels or not. That we'll discuss. Okay, so watch the video till end, and if you're new to the channel then definitely subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get instantly notified. So if we see the Affle India, so we can see the closing on Friday, you can see it has given almost 5% upper circuit, and you can see 3146 rupees is the level. So we were discussing, I've already discussed almost 2 months back itself that Affle India at 2300 rupees level also, when it was moving continuously down, and also before the quarter result also I updated that you can add this particular stock especially for long term. So long term very beneficial stock, but don't do any short term trading and exit, because in long term you may expect some more returns that you will be getting in short term. So always think for long term point of view, and you need to find an opportunity when these type of stocks show any sort of correction. So 3000 rupees is achieved. So earlier I discussed about that level. So if you see the market cap of Affle India, so you can see almost 8000 crores is the market cap, and when you see industry P is 25.06, and you can see current P is almost 279.4. So PE wise already we know, we're already aware that these type of stocks, whether it may be Adani Green, Vikas Multicorp or Affle India, so when demand is present, so obvious that the PE also increases. So that's why the PE is also high. So nothing to panic and think much about that. Even though PE is high, it shows minute correction, but again it retraces and moves up with its new highs. So that is followed on regular basis. And if we see deliveries, so interestingly we are seeing some deliveries are also increasing on regular basis. So whenever deliveries are increasing, it implies that many people are adding Affle India to the demat account and holding it for long term. So we'll discuss that also in volume analysis. Clearly we'll understand how it is changing on weekly, daily as well as monthly basis. So when we see the FIIs holding, so clearly I have not discussed about FIIs holding in earlier videos. So we discussed the basic shareholding, that is overall how much the promoters are having, public and also the various institutions, but we have not gone into the depth. So today if you see the percentage wise of FIIs holding, so clearly you can see an increment is present in FIIs holding. If you compare with the June 2020 quarter and also September 2020 quarter, so you can see in June only 7.6% was present, and in September you can see 8.4. So increment is present on quarter basis. So whenever FIIs holding is increasing, so I told in earlier videos also, you need to be little aware. So because whenever FIIs are investing, so they only invest in companies which are having high potential. So whether it may be Adani Green, also have discussed that. So same thing. So whenever high potential is present, so FIIs focus on that and they increase on regular basis. But don't only consider FIIs holding, so you need to see complete picture as well. So in this, when it is satisfying all the conditions and FIIs holding is also increasing, then you have a double confirmation that it is a best stock for long term. So next, when we see the mutual fund holding, so when we see mutual fund holding, so when we compare from 1 year basis, so when we compare the September 2019 to September 2020, so what can you see? So you can see almost slight decrement was present, and if you see on quarter basis also almost 0.1 decrement is present in the mutual fund houses holding. So it is obvious mutual funds also, they also need to book the profit. So again once they exit in small portions, so again they add in bulk amount amounts so that even they should have the profit, especially for long term. So short term exits will be present in mutual fund houses holding as well as other institutions. So that is not major concern, but you need to see on long term basis whether they are adding on regular intervals or not. So clearly you can see regular intervals we are seeing, even though decremental will be present, again increase will be seen. So you can see here it decreased, again increase, little decrease, again in next quarter we may expect some increase in mutual fund houses holding. Okay, so now we'll go to the volume analysis and then we'll switch over to the technical charts and we'll see the levels that we have discussed earlier and what can be the next targets. So if we see the overall volume, that is overall deliveries that have been taken, and if we compare with the volume, so this is the delivery percentage, so this is the volume. So what can you see on when we compare from 12th October to, if we see the previous closing, that is 20 November, so you can see on regular basis we have seen some increment in the volume. So highest volumes, even though it was seen on 20 October, so later again it was touching, so this particular session, so 19th November, so you can see after, even when the quarter results were updated, so when positive results have been posted, so even the volumes have started increasing. So when the market sentiment is also positive, it is obvious that this particular stock has also shown the movement. So completely it doesn't depend upon the market sentiment. So when all the factors regarding the stock quarter results are cooperating, then definitely even market sentiment, even though it's negative, so these particular stocks with volume start moving further. Okay, so if we see the last 5 trading sessions, so if we compare from 13th November, so continuously we are seeing some jump in delivery. So continuous delivery percentage from 43, 64, 72, 72, 70. So you can see continuous movement was there, and later 5% upper circuit, 61% delivery was seen on 20 November. So deliveries are increasing. So that's why even the stock movement was also seen. So next, when we see what are the other indicators suggesting, so if we see RSI, so RSI as well as money flow index, so you can see they are near 69.4 as well as 73. So little bit of money flow index is in overbought region. So whenever any stock goes to overbought region, so we know that little pullback happens and again it retraces and moves up. So same that is RSI also, which indicates the strength, overall strength of the stock. So when it goes up, so automatically strength increases and later it corrects a little bit to reduce the strength and again it retraces and bounces back. So that we'll see on technical chart. So now we'll go to the charts, we'll discuss on 1-day chart and we'll see what are the next supports as well as resistances. So we are back on to the technical chart. So this is the 1-day chart of Affle India. So clearly you can see Affle India, you can see currently it is around 3,146. So what is this line that I have drawn? So this was the line that I have drawn in my previous videos also. So that was our target because it was trying to test that particular level. Almost we can see almost one time it tried, second time even though it tried to give a movement, it has given retracement. So today clearly, so that is on Friday, we have seen the closing above that. So you can see the green color dotted line is above the white line. So closing was given above the white line. So that is above the resistance. It has given a closing. It implies that bullish momentum is still present. Okay, so bullish momentum is still present. So money flow index also completely, it has not gone to the overbought region. So further movement may be possible. So after that it may again take a break and it may halt, and this particular level, so this particular level which you're seeing as a resistance would become the support. So it may take support at that particular line and again it may start its new journey. So what is that particular level? 3000. So not 3000, 3050. You can take roughly around that particular region as the support. So if you're getting a chance to invest, definitely you can. But if it comes below and if it gives further downtrend, so wait patiently. So it may not give because it is looking a little bit of bullish. So you need to understand that. So if it comes then 3050, so those particular ranges are very important. Okay, so people who are new to this particular stock, so already we have discussed this was the supply zone, so where we will see some sort of retracement. So that is what I discussed in earlier videos. So as usual, it has given the movement. Okay, so people are holding a 2500, definitely hold it, so don't exit. So this is a very good stock for long term, where this particular sector is going to boom in the coming years. Okay, so hope everything is clear regarding Affle India. If you have any doubts regarding Affle, so do mention in the comment section. So until then, take care, bye bye.